Same spot for the memories, you know?
Yeah, like that.
What is that?
It's a camera.
Why?
I started vlogging.
We're filming your service, so it better be good.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm actually cut. Just kidding. That does everything?
Huh?
So
Yeah.
You're recording me right now?
Yeah.
It's like a GoPro, but cheaper.
So I just got to the gym, and literally the entire parking lot is just packed. Words cannot express how an avid gym goer feels on January 1st and January 2nd, mostly January 2nd, because so the gym wasn't as packed. The gym wasn't as packed as I thought it would be. So I actually got a decent workout in, and pretty much for the past hour and a half, I've just been looking at video editing software. Wow, and just been compiling what video I've had so far. And I think what I'm gonna start doing, instead of doing little snippets like I've been doing of like record and then get rid of, I think what I'm going to start doing is just doing a huge recording of everything that I want within a certain span of time. So if I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to record the entire time that I'm at the gym, and then just cut what I want and edit what I want there to make it a little bit easier. Another thing I just realized, if you guys are wondering, I broke my finger, and that's why I'm wearing the splint, but at this point it doesn't look that bad at all. It's literally just the very tip of it's just the distal phalange that I had an oblique fracture. And then whenever I put on the original splint from the hospital, this is a custom made one. Whenever I put on the original splint from the hospital, they just give you like, it almost looks like a popsicle stick with just padding on it, if you've never broken your finger before. But whenever you put the tape around your finger and you put it down too tight, which is what I did, the fracture went from like super close, and it actually made it a chip because it was constantly pressing down from where my finger was actually broke. So it just separated the bone instead of it keeping it together and letting it heal. So I got kind of mad about that, so I got this custom made one, and I'm looking at maybe another 4 weeks of recovery for this guy. Alright, so I'm going to get to the main part of the video that I've been meaning to get to today, and that's a review on Bear Performance Nutrition. This is his Flight, which is his pre-workout. He only has 2 flavors. It's blue, raspberry, and something else. I forgot what the other flavor was. For now, he's working on new flavors right now. But just on the pre-workout alone, I really, really enjoy it. It's one of the few pre-workouts that I found I don't have a whole lot of problems with. I don't get like a nervous twitch in my eye, and it doesn't make me feel as if I like crash during a workout or anything. That could also be due to his Intra-Flight formula, which I'll talk about in a sec. But this guy's got a good amount of caffeine in it and some other additives in there. And it's got a lot of vitamin C for you too. So, and it's all natural. He personally formulates all of his supplements. So that's another good reason why I chose to pick this up. As far as like price goes, if you're looking at this and you've been on his website, like you know what the price is. But if you just happen upon this video, the pricing is pretty fair as far as pre-workouts go. It's not some cheap muscle tech thing that you're going to find at Walmart. It's actually really good quality, and for the price you pay, it's not as bad for a really good product. So his Intra-Flight, this is his branched chain amino acid complex. And I really like this because same with his pre-workout, it is very water soluble. It's not too grainy of a taste like a lot of pre-workouts and amino acids are. And he's got 8 grams of your BCAAs per serving, which is a whole scoop. And both of his pre-workout and his branched chain amino acids are 30 servings each. So they'll last you a good month. What I haven't gotten to is his creatine monohydrate, which honestly, I don't see how his creatine could be any different from any other creatine, to be honest. I mean, you have your monohydrate and your HCl, so it's really not going to vary that much. But I really want to try his Endo Pump, which he's sold out of right now, but I have a lot of high hopes for it. Overall, if you're like me and you were on the website, you're looking at his reviews and literally all of them are 5 stars, and it's very hard to believe that coming from the website of which the product is sold. So you're being smart by looking at other websites, trying to find videos of reviews and things like that. But just to prove to you I really did buy this, and you saw earlier in the video I used his Flight pre-workout, and then later I did actually add in his Intra-Flight. But they are that good. Like, I just want to verify that right now. They are that good of product. They give you a really good boost of energy. You can lift longer and harder. I've noticed that for a couple of weeks now. For like the 2 or so weeks I've been taking it, I've been getting a lot stronger in my lifts, and I feel a lot better pump, especially on like arms and chest, which I find very hard for me to get a good pump on. If you're like me and you're a small guy, it's really hard to get your arms and chest and muscle groups that are so dense for shorter guys to get a really good pump in, because they're not, if you're not a real tall guy, it's not as much muscle and it's not as hard to lift. So whenever you're smaller, you have to lift a lot heavier and a lot more often. So I feel like these supplements are actually really good for that, especially if you're a shorter guy like me. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting his Endo Pump and trying that out, because all of his reviews on his whole product line are 5 stars. And I guess while I'm here, this is a shaker bottle. This is the 32 ounce, or 25 ounce blender bottle that he sells online. Both of them are $5. You have this size, and I think it's like a 12 ounce shaker bottle, which is like half the size. This is actually really good for $5. Honestly, I was very surprised. Even like the shakers, it was like, oh, 5 stars, which I didn't buy at all. I'm like, $5 for a shaker bottle. There's no fucking way it's that good, and it's pretty good. I wouldn't give it 5 stars, just because it is cheap. Like, I won't bullshit. Like, whenever you open this up, this kind of bends, and so that right away kind of gave me that weariness of, oh shit. But it does snap on very well. So, and I haven't had many problems. There's been like slight leakage as I shake it, but it's literally only like a few drops and it'll stop. So as far as like any kind of problems or anything like that, I haven't had any problems lately. And like even his ball is actually, even the ball he uses in this is kind of weird. It's a plastic kind of small, just ball. It's really weird. It's one of the few ones actually it's the only one I've ever seen that actually floats. Like all the other blended bottles and balls that I see, they always sink to the bottom. This one floats. But this is the only one I've used whenever I've been mixing his supplements, and it's worked really, really well. So that's going to wrap up the video for today. I hope you guys liked the review on his product line, and then like I said, it was kind of uneventful for me as a whole because it was really just a test run for the camera to see how I like the camera shots and the quality and sound quality and everything like that. Highly recommend that you guys go look out Nick Bear on YouTube, because he's the guy who's the CEO and the founder of Bear Performance Nutrition, along with his brother Preston Bear. So go check those guys out. Yeah, that wraps it up, and I'll talk to you guys next time.